Hi, and welcome to my Tuesday evening live card making tutorial. I'm Shelley Godby, and for 22 years, I've been teaching you how to create hand stamped smiles through my YouTube videos, my Stamping Smiles blog, and my mailing list. And so this evening, I have something fun in store for you. I had not used yet the Heartfelt Hello stamp set, and so I just designed 6 cards or 6 greetings, and I thought, okay, I'm going to do 6 cards. I'm going to demonstrate one of you, but make sure you stick around to the end because I'm going to show you the other 5. And very, very cute. I had a hard time picking which one I liked best to demonstrate. I liked all of them. Okay, so how about we get started and let's see. Oh, we got some people checking in. Oh, yes, my friend, Miss Marcia. I made it today. And Miss Roxanne, hello. Well, hello. And Patricia. Well, I'm so glad you all are here. And so for anybody else, if you're here, you can check in and just say hello. And you're also welcome to interact with me throughout the tutorial. Oh, Miss Kathleen is here from, New York. Oh, fantastic. And Facebook user, I have a pretty good idea who you are. But, and so you have to give StreamYard permission. You have to give, StreamYard permission through Facebook to be able to show up. All right. And Miss Leslie, oh, fantastic. And at the end, I'll have a drawing too. So if you leave a comment, you'll get entered into the drawing. Oh my goodness. And Miss Margot from California, we've got some new names. Maybe not new viewers, but new names that are commenting. This is so much fun. Okay. So let's go ahead and have a look. And there we go. Okay. So I feel there are 3 things you can't have too many of. Oh, Miss Margaret, hi. You can't have too many greetings, too many sentiments, or too many flowers. Oh, Miss Leslie, thank you. She said, nice to be here. And the Heartfelt Hellos was one I hadn't used yet. This is one of the 2024 Sale-a-bration free gifts with purchase, so free with 50. And like I said, I'll demonstrate one of them and show you the others. And it'll be fun for you to tell me which card you like best. Oh, Miss Nancy from Washington State, welcome. Good evening. And so what I decided to do too, 6 stamps, and I have 6 different DSPs I'm using as well. How fun is that? And the first one, I decided to go with this card. Well, I liked it, and it was one I hadn't demonstrated with yet. And this is the Sunny Days 12 by 12 Designer Series paper, another one of the Sale-a-bration free gifts with purchase. So with a $50 purchase in my online store, www.shopwithshelley.com, you can pick this for free, or the Heartfelt Hellos, or 100. You can get both. And there's no limit to how many Sale-a-bration gifts. Now, I have used this paper once, but not in a video. The Cradled with Love stamp set, another Sale-a-bration gift. I used one of the patterns for the background for my Cradled with Love card. So I thought I would show you that. But like I said, I hadn't demonstrated with it in a video. So there we go. So we will be using this. And with that in mind, I have some die cutting to do. You go ahead and put this aside. And so I was showing you both sides, all 12 patterns. And I'll be die cutting with the Everyday Details dies. Now these are from the January through April. I was going to say spring mini, and to me it is. The January through April mini catalog. Yes, that paper, Miss Roxanne, I was thinking that should have been called eclectic. There are a lot of different patterns in there. Strawberries and cherries and clouds and rainbows. And so this is part of a bundle, but I'm not using the stamp set because I'm using my Heartfelt Hellos. But this is a really cool label set. And so I go ahead, and I'll tell you real quickly, I put my dies on these 6x6 magnet sheets from Stampin Storage, a different company, but they make a lot of things to organize our craft rooms and the whole craft room and our supplies in it. And so then, and it's so strong. They're not going anywhere. I don't need to try to get them back onto that piece of tape with the, the backing. And then I slide them into one of these pockets. And then I can label them super easy. And so I have a link under my video to Stampin Storage. All right, so we've got some die cutting to do, and we will be using these. So what I need is my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And here we go. Love it, love it, love it. All right, and we'll just open that up. And as I said before, I really like the small profile that it is because this gets stored on the shelf behind me, underneath my cabinet. When I had my craft room done, I said, I need a shelf. I didn't want it over top, right, to have to pull it down. I mean, I'm not old, but I'm getting older, and I'm just thinking ahead because I'll have this craft room for the rest of my life. I don't want to be pulling something down on my head. It was a lot easier to pull it up. So anyway, we need our plates to build up what is called a sandwich. And so we'll start with plate number 1. And all of these plates are included with the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. We'll be using a thin metal die, so we need a plate number 2. So we're just getting that thickness just exactly the way we need it. And then we are cutting. So we need a cutting plate, which is a plate number 3. Do you see the 3 on there? So these are numbered. All of the instructions are printed on here. No need to memorize. Okay, and so then we need our paper. And this pattern I've got from the Sunny Days. Black is so elegant to me. And so the centers and the stems and leaves are black with those beautiful flowers. So let's get our dies. And I'm going to use the largest one. This is a really cool die. Wait till you see it die cut it. Okay. And I just need to keep it on there. You know, I'm not stamping where I need to center around anything. And then I managed to let my white piece go somewhere. There it is. All right. And what I have here is basic white cardstock. And whenever you're going to stamp, and I will stamp on this, whenever you're stamping on white cardstock, you absolutely want to use the Stampin' Up! Basic white cardstock. It has a smooth, tight finish for crisp, clean images. That's exactly what you want for stamping. And then I need another one of the dies. Both of these are from the, there we go, the Everyday Details dies. And so the rough edge, that's the edge that goes down because it's going to cut through the paper. And then I need another plate number 3 to finish the sandwich. All right, so I placed it on top. I didn't want to scoot it. If I scoot it, then, you know, it would have scooped the dies. And so I just need it to stay on. All right, there we go. Fantastic. And so this is a really cool die because look, I have the holes. Can we see that on here if I put my hand behind it maybe? Or some of the white behind it. The holes in it all the way around, but it also puts the holes in this piece. So I could have a window. That is very cool. So very versatile, just still the same die. And then I have the holes all the way around here. So we are done die cutting. This card is so simple this evening, but like I said, I'm excited to show you the other 5. So we put this aside. There we go. And so we've got some of these stuck in. So I could just roll this over, but it's just so quick with my Take Your Pick tool. We'll just pop those out. And it does such a nice job. Look, I don't have to sit there and do each one. I can just run over the top of it. There we go. We definitely want those out because it needs it. It looks better already. Let's see. Can you see the holes now? Okay. And so this is looking pretty good. Wow. I don't think it left any hanging. All right. But if you don't mind, I want to clean this off. I need a neat work area. As we've established, I have issues. You know what? I can now pull this in a little closer too. Let's do that. So you'll be able to see better what I'm doing. And perhaps see the holes in there. There you go. Very, very decorative. All right. So let's move on. I'm going to use the Enjoy Your Day because, you know, there are different fonts for each one of these and they all have their personality. And so I matched them with the paper and I thought this looked really nice with this. And I played with different colors. Well, there are only a couple. This is Shaded Spruce and shades of shaded spruce in basic black. And I tried the shaded spruce, but I came back to just liking the black better. And for that, I'm using the Tuxedo Black Memento ink pad. Okay, so let's go ahead and take this off. Get this good and inky. And because they're unmounted stamps, and it's not a clear, this is our red rubber, but I can still see around it. And goodness, I don't know about you, but anytime I can stamp after die cutting, it's easier. Because I have to, if I need to stamp first, then I have to slow down and make sure I have it just so. But if I can stamp after on a label, life is easier. And there we go. That is sharp. Look at that with it. That black just worked out really, really well. Okay, so we'll put that aside. And I chose shaded spruce for my card base. And then from the same pack, a coordinating pattern. This happens to be in the back of some clouds. So let's go ahead and take our Stampin' Seal. Love this stuff. I put my finger, see where it's opaque or partially opaque, and an inch in each corner. And I want this, okay, I got a little crazy there. I want this at the halfway mark. And I'll have a link tomorrow to the blog post with this card, and it'll have all the measurements for you. So if you'd like to make it, this template, we can do that. Okay, and so now I have my die cut designer series paper. So let's go ahead and take my favorite adhesive ever, Stampin' Dimensionals. I love them so much, they feel like an accessory to me. And let's put a couple of these on here, these foam adhesive dots. And this is really a simple card, but the dimensionals are going to really help dress it up. All right, so we want this about right here. Fantastic. And then our enjoy your greeting. So now I want it to come over here. So this is already raised up, but this side isn't. So what we'll do is take one for this side and we'll stack them double to make up that difference. I like to peel it off so it's super sticky because I don't know how well it would stick to something that's slicky. So I always take the backing off when I'm stacking them. And then over here, press down with your thumbnail and it makes that edge pop up. Really easy to get off. And now we're not done. We're going to do some more to this, of course. I mean, simple, but that doesn't mean not adorned in anything. Fantastic. And so we've got all this nice coordination going on. Oh, Miss Leslie, where are you located? I am from Reed City, Michigan. All right, so, and then the contrast of the black and white gingham ribbon. And so that's why I didn't put any dimensionals in the center. Let's slide that through here. Okay, come on out. I mean, I could have done it before I put it down, but hey, that wouldn't have been sporting. Hold on. I use my paper snips to push it through. There we go. It's so nice sitting so close to all of my crafting supplies. Now this I want to go around the whole card, but underneath, not on top of it. Okay. And I work off the roll. I've shared that before. I work off the roll because then I don't waste as much. If I cut it, you know, I need enough to hang on to that side, and so then it just ends up being longer than necessary. Okay, and so when I tie bows, I always tie them upside down because the tails always go away from my body. Okay, here we go. We'll see how well this turns out. And this is when you wish you had a third hand. This, I just have a thing for gingham, and this being in black is so doggone neutral. We can use it on a lot of projects. And then I turn it around and fluff and play. fantastic. A secret to a decent bow, of course, is getting it tight enough, but not letting anything get twisted. You know, if things are twisted, that's just not pretty. Okay, so let's go ahead. Oh, Miss Nancy, well, thank you. Oh my goodness. She says I have the prettiest hands. My mom's hands. Oh, beautiful. Unlike mine, petite. Beautiful hands that woman has. Okay. And so if I have them, they're from her. Okay, so, and we're not done. We're getting there, but we're not done. Oh, the red nail polish. I do have a thing for red nail polish, especially in the wintertime. Okay, there we go. And so then I wanted to accessorize this a little more, and I thought, what will we do? Well, an oldie but goodie, right? The rhinestone basic jewels. We've had these forever, but I didn't want just clear. Do you know about this? You can take a Stampin' Blend and make these into any color your little heart desires. And so I prefer using the bullet end instead of the brush end. The brush end, you know, we just don't need to, but it's a little rough on them too. So let's do a big one. Look, and it dries almost instantly, which honestly blows my mind because, you know, this is a non-porous surface. So let's do 2 large ones and a medium. How slick is that? Colored rhinestones. Can you see that? Oh yes, thank you, Miss Becky. Hi. I always forget. You all are so good to me. Please give my video a thumbs up and share it. That will help me. And so this is shaded spruce. I don't know if I said that to coordinate with everything else. And then I have my take your pick too. Look at that. It's already dry. That just is amazing to me. I always press down so the adhesive is sticking to the gem and not this acetate sheet. And so I've got, you know, the color on color, but I like that. All right, come down here. And so the 2 large ones there and the medium one will come up here on our Enjoy. And so simple, but background paper is awesome. And the Sale-a-bration papers, wow, huh? Isn't that pretty? Who would think you'd have that in sunny skies, these beautiful flowers? Because, you know, what caught my eye, of course, were all the clouds and all of that. And so there we have our very simple card for Enjoy Your Day, which, goodness, that could be for a lot of things, right? Okay, and so I told you I have other cards to show you. So the one I started with, let me pull the paper over here. This I also had not demonstrated with, and actually until today hadn't used, as pretty as it is. This is the most adored 12 by 12 specialty designer series paper, one of the Sale-a-bration free gifts with purchase. Isn't this pretty? So on one side you have the matte, and on the other you have the gold. And I just thought these patterns were so pretty. And so there are a lot of hearts, but there are plenty of things that aren't hearts that'll take you well beyond Valentine's Day. So like I said, it started with this, like, oh my goodness, this paper's so gorgeous. How have I not played with it? Oh, Miss Leslie is from Georgia. Oh, we're in Georgia. I lived in Georgia for a couple years. So let me show you the card. There we go, like magic. Didn't that turn out cool? So of course I had to use the Love You More. So we can count down. We just used Enjoy Your Day, and now Love You More with this. Need to get those dies. Yes, get them on your list right now. And so the everyday details. And you might want to get the bundle because it's very nice what goes with them. And so these are 2 of the patterns, and then the red ribbon, and, you know, of course I use my Stampin' Blends to color that. So I use that same pattern, the same, well, we'll call it a template, layout, whatever. All right. And so, okay, this one just makes me oh so happy, but this paper is just amazing. The Flight and Airy. And since my mom loves birds, I thought, oh, Happy Mother's Day had to go with the bird paper. This is so ultra feminine. And that pretty bubble bath ribbon, that turned out lovely. All right. And so the Flight and Airy is one of the exclusive Sale-a-bration papers. Now this paper I've used a lot, the pack. And this is from the Delightfully Eclectic paper. This was one of the free gifts that were added on February 1st, a catalog product. And so a girlfriend was helping me. She's like, yeah, they look like tulips, you know, for the Easter. And so there we go, right? Thinking of you this Easter. And we've got the Night of Navy and some Night of Navy ribbon. And both of these patterns, of course, are from that. Are you ready to see a couple more? All right. And I had shown and used the trusty toolbox 12 by 12 paper, but I hadn't used the tools. I used a stripe. And, oh, thank you, Miss Leslie. She says, here you go. Okay, so I had tied a bow, and this is Lost Lagoon, but I thought a bow's not quite right. You know, this is obviously for a man. And instead of the rhinestones, I have the cork rounds that are in the January through April mini catalog. So that same template, and cute, huh? All right, and I almost demonstrated this one, but I had demonstrated the paper because look at this, the monochromatic. This is from the Softly Stippled 12 by 12 Designer Series paper, another exclusive. So I don't know, this was exclusive to the trusty toolbox 12 by 12. And I thought, oh, this turned out lovely too. So it was a really hard decision. And also what I have here is the pool party. Oh, thank you, Miss Leslie. The pool party ribbon, that's one of the Sale-a-bration choices. And so I really like the monochromatic. And of course I colored those too. So let's have a look at all of these that I did with this. And of course, I would love to hear which one is your favorite. And I need the one I also just demonstrated. Oh, Miss Becky, thank you. She says all the cards, well, we're just going to put that up. All the cards are very pretty. Well, you know, we have fantastic designer series papers, and this greeting set is just so versatile. It is fantastic. Oh, you all are so kind. So kind. And I just had a lot of fun playing around with that. Oh, you know what? Okay, I was going to say, I'm so silly. I was thinking about using the postage dies, and then I thought, oh no, I wanted these. I wanted the, you know, the dots around there, just added a lot. And so there we go. So it's time for a drawing. Since they're all very pretty. Love the Mother's Day. Well, you know, I am just crazy about this paper. The subtle colors, everything about it is beautiful. So, you know, it's probably, and pink is one of my absolute favorites. So that's probably my favorite, but it, you know, I have used this paper because it's so gorgeous that I really need to show some of the others I hadn't yet, because we don't want our birds to be for everything. So fantastic. Oh, love, oh, you all are just so sweet. So Sale-a-bration now, ladies and gentlemen, if there are any gentlemen watching, and I have some of my sweet stampers are gentlemen too. Sale-a-bration is ending. We only have 8 days left. It ends next Thursday, February 29th. We have an extra day this year. It ends February 29th. It's quickly going away. I mean, now it's down to 2 months, and that time just flies by. And if you're one of those people who waits to the last minute, it's getting there. And so you want to go ahead and order in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. Oh, Miss Jane is here. Aw. And pick up your free Sale-a-bration gifts. You know, for every 50 or 100, and everything I showed you tonight was free with 50. And if you did 150, you could get 3 of them plus Stampin' rewards. My gracious. Oh, Canton. Okay, Canton, Georgia. I was in Marietta. All right, so my drawing will be for, because I just, Sale-a-bration so much fun, I'm going to give 10% off an order. And let's say by the end of Sale-a-bration, since this is all Sale-a-bration stuff. So let's go over to, remember to add it this time, and do our drawing and see. Oh, it's so much fun when someone has a face in there, isn't it? So we can see their faces. And let's see who our winner this evening is. Miss Margaret. Yes, Miss Marcia is from Kansas. I met her when I was in Kansas. Miss Margaret, so that would be an order placed with me either by phone or in my online store, but of course only if you're from the US. So hopefully you're from the US. And if not, we'll talk a little bit more and you can tell me, we can do another one, because what you have just won was 10% off in order. And I'm not familiar with you, personally, that we've emailed or called or anything. So what I'll have you do is email me. So I'll have your email address and your full name. And so I've learned some people aren't using. Oh, she says, oh, wow, thank you. She lives in Virginia. Well, awesome. So you'll be able to use that. And I just showed you how many different things tonight. 6 DSPs, the ribbon, 2 stamp sets, and there are more choices than that. So a lot more than that for sure. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. All right, so let's put that away and come back to, better. We'll have another look at the cards, because I think you're going to vote and tell me which one is your favorite. So let me, just in case you might not know them. So we'll test my memory. Softly Stippled, Trusty Toolbox, Delightfully Eclectic, Most Adored, Flight and Airy, and Sunny Days. There we go. The Designer Series paper. So much fun. Oh, I don't know about you, but I just look forward to Tuesdays now so much, because I know I'm going to come and show you some easy cards that you can make, like I said, so easily. And so remember, tomorrow, oh, thank you, Miss Leslie. So tomorrow I'll have a link to because it takes time for this to upload. And so I post it to my blog too, because not everyone comes and watches it live. Some, most of my stampers, sweet stampers, come and watch it later. So I post it to my blog, and on there I have, of course, all the supplies, but they're under the video right now. The supplies for this card, and then the DSPs for the other. And I include the measurements to make it easy for you, and a PDF that you can download, print, and save, whichever you like, with a picture of the card and all the measurements. All right, so you'll come back tomorrow and check on this, and it'll link you over to my Stamping Smiles blog. All right, let me try something. Somebody asked me, ask me how, because last week I was showing you the online exclusives. And, all right, so asked me how to find them. I said, okay, so I'm going to show you that as soon as I find, here we go. So let's go over, okay, let me see what you're seeing. Fantastic, you're seeing this. So let me go on over here. And so how you find the online exclusives, come over here to the menu, and then see the category right here. This is online exclusives. That opens up to a new screen and shows you what is available. And at the top, the newest are the 2 kits, because every month we get 2 crafting kits. So those are the newest additions, and they put them in order. And if you still see it here, because as I was telling you last week, they're available for an undetermined time. Because last week I used the Simply Sparkling bundle. And so that's how you find the online exclusives. And so I was really glad someone asked, so I could find them and let you know how to find them as well. So let's come back. All right, and here I am. Oh, Miss Margot, she loves them all. Thanks for sharing. And Miss Patricia loves, oh, well, thank you. And so it's that time to wish you a good evening. I'm Shelley Godby, and for 23 years, I've been teaching you how to create hand-stamped smiles. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Good night, and God bless.